Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 1.5 of the BL Society. I'm Francine,
I'm Helen.
I'm Roxy.
and today we are going to kind of continue our conversation from a few days ago and talk about something that somebody has been waiting to talk about for a very long time. So, we will be talking about Bossnell in this episode and talking about the upcoming poster that was released that was for The Boy Next World.
I'm not
So,
excited or anything.
yeah, we're not excited or anything like that, but but that's what we're going to be talking about today. So I will actually let my co-host take it from here because
Yeah, I was
they can give you all the information.
Oh, I was
This is
up. I
this is
set my
Helen's
alarm.
hour.
I set my alarm. So I was up right at 2 as soon as it dropped. That was exciting. It was what we were all expecting. I don't think there was going to be some big reveal of someone else. There was never any casting for any of these. I do wonder a little bit about how she's going to do it because I don't think she's ever recorded two shows at the same time. Not that I can recall. It's usually one show gets taped, it gets released, and then you do another one, maybe for budget's sake. But I have a feeling that we may see both shows, not simultaneously, but one after the other, because I think maybe the fan meets will still be all four of them. That's just a theory. She may do it differently. What do you
They
guys
all
think?
work so well together as a foursome, though, so it makes sense
Yeah, it
to
makes sense.
to
I
keep
mean,
them together, even if they're in different shows.
just business wise, it's like if you want to just take it from that angle, just having the four of them does bring so many more fans together. So I just think it's a good move if she continues to do like the four of them together with fan meets or events and things like that. Like I love their like individual stuff because that's always fun. But when it's like the four of them together, it's kind of like you get like a 4-for-1 special.
It's true.
So it's just like I definitely go to like all four of them
Or
fan meet.
yeah.
Also manifesting Bossnell Fort Pete in the United States.
I also think that it's really important also to talk a little bit about the connection between Love in the Air and Boy Next World, because that's what I hear a lot about in people's concerns. However, there isn't really that strong of a connection, even to Loveseat, because we have Sir and Fugan, who Fugan is Tarn's cousin. They first make an appearance on an actual TV series in Tarn Type Season 2. Those events happen after the book, so they're already together, established, and that's how we meet them, right? Then we
meet them as a couple already.
Right, we meet them as a couple. They're moving in together. Sir has already graduated college, and I think it's Fugon's last year. And then they're across this hall from Tarn and Type, and they have interactions between all four of them. So that's a little bit about their connection to there. Then we have the connection to Don't Say No, which is all through side characters, right? Leon and then the twins are the biggest one. There really isn't a major connection, so this is still all the same universe. There's really no reason.
But there's
for
not
them
gonna be overlap. I don't think there's gonna be overlap. Also, second, like moving on with that, even if there is a slight connection, even in the shows when they do the little cameos and stuff, it's like a little thing. They're not part of the plot. You just see them, like we saw the twins in Love in the Air.
They
like,
didn't even speak.
They didn't even speak. We saw Leon, right? He was at the pool. We saw Leon. He said like one or two words and like that's it. So it's not like they're gonna be involved in the plot.
Yeah, I don't think so. And again, if we remember, the books usually become a little different than the shows. Like sometimes they're a little bit more tamed down as far as like toxicity sometimes and all that kind of stuff. Like it's made a little bit different. And so she can always decide for script wise not have that if there was, but I don't recall it being in the books at all. And then of course there's Loveseat, which we talked about before, and its connection is to Love Sand. Love Sand was Comb, who's Type's best friend, and then Loveseat is the sequel to Love Sand. So that's even a further connection from that. I don't think we even have a mention of other characters. It's still in the same universe, but a lot more further removed. So these stories aren't really going to be ones where those characters need to ever interact. Although I would love to see a fun little like parody episode or like a little clip of like
or like a little like little
Payu
Easter
running into
egg.
Sir or something. Yeah, like, but maybe more for fun, like not a canon thing, but just like a fun separate thing. But so there isn't really like this huge connection. So I think we're pretty much okay. And I think her breaking the rules was pretty smart on her behalf.
I think she had to, honestly, with
Yeah.
Fort Pete, Boss Noel, like
she didn't want to lose them.
Kind of landed on like a gold mine, to be honest. Like,
let's be honest, yeah.
Okay,
Also,
honestly though, you could say anything about P May, okay? Like you can say whatever you want. However, she does a really good job of pairing couples together, like with chemistry. Like she has an eye for it. Like,
yeah,
right.
And I think it's kind of like Demundi has Nunu and Z, and that's their like staple. And I know that Me Mind Y is a production company, not really a management company. Who knows? Maybe she's going to shift her focus a little bit because business worth in doing that, or she may just be doing this temporarily for another short contract, and this will be kind of their last with Me Mind Y, or they may just stay as part of also now a new management company. Who knows? I guess we'll just have to like see what happens. But I think for at least 2 years we have the four of them filming. Hopefully. They haven't even filmed yet, so
has anyone talked about the possibility of getting like a Mew or Golf cameo?
Yeah, I've had someone in the comment section, ask about could we get a Tarn type cameo? They said Tarn type, but the thing is, I don't think it would be Mew Golf at all.
I wouldn't mind. Honestly.
I don't say them together. I'm saying like maybe we would see one of them,
like a Mew or type.
Yeah,
I
not
would
together
love
because
that
ship has died.
Yeah,
I would love that. You know what? For a paycheck, they could get back to it.
Yeah,
but it is Tharn's cousin. Like,
it would be just a cameo, but I think if anyone showed up, it would be Mew because he would talk to his cousin. Too. You would hear, oh yeah, type's doing well, that type thing. Or I don't think they dislike each other, so they
would like that.
They may do a cameo, but I don't think
manifesting a Tharn type cameo,
right?
Or just a Tharn. Like we don't need it to get messy for them again.
Yeah, we don't need it to get messy.
Just a Tharn.
Yeah, or even if, because like,
or actually, that would be great for the ratings. That would be great.
Well, technically, Boy Next World happens before Tarn Type season 2, so this would be before like.
Again, a reason to see Tharn because it is the cousin. Like maybe he's in a fight with Type.
Again, another fight.
Well, there's got to be fights in those 7 years.
I think that overall, good choices were made. Perfect choices were made.
The only choices was made. I honestly would have been so surprised if it wasn't. That would have been way more surprising to me.
I feel like the whole community would have protested, so that would not happen. At all. So a little bit about Boy Next World. If we go with the summary that's written down, Sir winds up walking in to Fugon's apartment and saying, hey, you're my boyfriend in another universe, parallel universe, like in another world. And that's literally how it starts out.
Weird, but we'll watch it.
Yeah, there's a lot that happens, and there's going to be no spoilers here, so that's just kind of the gist of what to prepare for. There is going to be some parts that seem a little bit off, as far as like, what you consider a red flag, what you're willing to put up with. But I think at the end of the day, there's reasons for everything everybody did. It wasn't just because. And you do find out there's a little bit more story. There's a little bit more emotions. There's going to be some tears that both characters are going to have to work through. And so you're going to see a lot more hard times needed in their acting versus where Payu and Rain were just kind of fluffy.
So taking a look at the poster, because we're going only based off of what we have, which is the poster and of course the novel, but I haven't read the novel, so I don't know anything about it except for like the small like synopsis that like Helen has told me. But based on like the picture, I honestly really like Noel's hair in this, like the longer. I hope he keeps it for it, or I hope that's gonna be the vibe for it. Of course he looks good in everything, but I do like the long
something
hair.
About that picture? He took it when he had the blue hair.
Yeah, definitely.
So the teaser, the thing that they filmed after he cut his hair was not for the poster. I'm assuming it's for the teaser trailer. because that poster was taken before.
Way before.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he'll look good in anything. I just really enjoy the long hair, but I enjoy him with short hair too. So I just want to know the vibe, like what's going to be the styling choices and things like that.
If they're going with what he looked like in Tarn Type season 2, it's not going to be. It's shorter. It's what you saw in the picture. That's what they will do. But again, you never know. She may do it a little bit differently than the original characters that played.
But I'm so happy about we're gonna get a Boss Null soon,
I am. I'm really
hopefully.
excited about Sur and Fugon because when I originally saw them,
they're really
in
cute.
Tarn Type, they were adorable. The elevator scene where
I really like them.
Yeah, because the girl was trying to like flirt with Sur, and Sur was he was completely ignoring her. He wasn't even like, no, I have a boyfriend. He just ignored her. And then Fugon walked into the elevator and he's like, give me your box. And then he does, and he's like, good boy. And she's standing right behind them. And he's like, I don't
like
care.
I'm right here. But like he does
Fugon's
not
like,
care.
she's right there. And he's like, I don't care. And I was like,
I know, they were so adorable. This is gonna be so cute, hopefully.
This will be cute.
Even though there's a little bit like of what you mentioned, there's a little bit of like some angst and there's some tears. I don't think that they're necessarily gonna be super dark, right? Like it's not super dark. Or does it have like a darker?
I don't know if it's super dark, but there's definitely going to be triggers with like parents that aren't all that great.
Okay, yeah.
Like bad parents. Like you're going to not like one of the parents, and I will probably hold off on saying who it is going to be. But there is some of that involvement in there, and so trigger warning for that. But I don't think there should be too much. You still get fluffy. So again, I don't want to give too much away. There is some angst. It's all worked through. I get the feeling that they love each other just as much as like Rain and Payu had that connection. You still get that here. It's just that you have a little more angst than you did in Love in the Air.
I'm excited because I think Noel and Boss were so good in like some of those quiet serious moments that aren't really talked about as much in Love in the Air. So I'm excited to see that because I think they're both really amazing actors. We just saw them in
a fluffier, lighter,
didn't have that much
funnier kind of vibe to it.
But in those moments where they could put that in there, it was there and it was amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I think they have a potential for a lot, and I love Love in the Air. I love the fluffiness of it. I do love seeing their potential, and so I'm happy they get roles where they get to be a little bit more emotional and angsty, so we could see also that part of them. Although I know that I'm gonna have a hard time with it just a little because I love them, but I'm also excited at the same time for them to show off their amazing skills because they did have such great chemistry, and you could tell that they put a lot of work into what they did and they cared about it.
I mean, I really am just happy that we're gonna get something, so there's not much else for me to say because I had my moments a couple days ago. And you know what, like I just really hope that they just start filming soon so that we could get it even quicker, hopefully. But any kind of last comments, because we don't have much to go. I mean, we do have the actual novel of it and like we have the synopsis, but we can't, so you can go look it up if you are interested in
go look it up,
knowing what's gonna happen. But for the show wise, and for Boss Noel, like specifically for them, I just hope we get bad.
We will definitely get fan mates. It will be fun. I'm looking forward to the new OST that they probably already recorded. So we'll have new music.
True.
There's just going to be a lot that comes with this, and I'm just super excited for all of it. The story is really interesting. You can go read it before. It's a fan translation, which I'm grateful for. So just keep that in mind that it's not like an official translation. But yeah, it is a really good story. They're going to have a lot to work with. And it should be exciting to get to be there from the beginning, to go week by week and have that journey with them.
So if the show does really well, which I expect it will, we might actually get an official translation because we did with Love Storm and Love Sky.
I hope so.
I really do
translations because I'm so grateful for the fan translations, but sometimes I don't know what's going on.
It's very apt.
Yes, I try my hardest to understand, but honestly, it's so hard to translate things. I've tried translating things, and it's hard. It takes time, it's dedication. So literally, this is like the soul of the fans. But
Yes.
official translations are very good.
That, and you get to support the company that you like, and you're supporting.
They can do more
exactly
things in the future. They get, you know, the money.
The more money they get from us,
the more money, the more projects, the more money, the more
Bosno,
the more money, the more Fort
And we're giving you our money because we like the things you do.
We want to give you our money. P-May, we want to give you our money.
Take our money, P-May.
Take it.
Come to LA. Do a
literally
fan
come to LA, please.
We will give the VIP.
I'm sorry. You guys are on your own. I'm kidding. Every man for himself. No, I'm kidding.
Push her overboard.
No, imagine tickets for that. I would cry.
I would. Yeah.
I would be so stressed. But we just wanted to kind of finish off this week's update with the posters. So the 2 posters have been released. We know what's coming up for Me, Mine, Why in these upcoming months. So pretty soon we're going to see the results of this. Thank you guys for coming to this episode 1.5. Because technically it's not episode 2 because it's a continuation of the first one.
Side note, we all got signed copies of Rockstar.
Side note, the K-pop portion of this podcast, we all got the signed pre-sale for Stray Kids albums, which is amazing.
Luckily, Francine woke up.
Oh my god, I literally woke up like 4 minutes before the orders were gonna go down, like 4 minutes. And thankfully, because of Rock and Helen in the group chat, so I need to go post that TikTok too, actually. So I will do that after we're done with this podcast. But thank you guys for joining us today as well, and we will continue to just talk about everything that we love. Bye.